Welcome to Ms. Vampy's Tween Talk, Teen Talk, and In Between Talk. And I am Ms. Vampy. Today we got In Between Talk. So stay and play and have a bloody good time, or fight me. Now let me ask you the question, and I want you to answer honestly because you're talking to Ms. Vampy and her friends out there, all right? And we said always tell the truth around here, right? So I was talking to you last week a little bit, right? And for some reason, everybody was afraid to tell me that they were popular. So I want you to be honest. I love that you call yourself a nerd, Stephanie. That's awesome. Who's popular? Tell me the truth. Be honest.
I'm very social, and I love like meeting new people, and so I'm very, very social in my school. Like, I know a lot of people in different groups. I've kind of migrated through a lot of different cliques, and so people know me, and I don't want to call myself popular because I think that word is just like, it's just like an ugly word to me, but I am like, I don't know. Well, I do have a lot of friends at the school, and so like I'm not one of those people who think they're popular. I just am very social.
Right, because I gotta tell you, like, Ms. Vampy's popular. She's got a lot of fans out there, but the point is, I'm a nice person. Like, isn't that what it's about? Like, any of you who, whether you're popular or you know popular people, I mean, have any of you guys bullied anybody?
I have to admit, I probably bullied so many people and like not even known.
See? And I appreciate you telling the truth.
Yeah, like, whenever you hurt someone, it's kind of saying, it kind of means like you're bullying someone. So sometimes you don't even notice it. It can really hurt someone though.
It's just not nice because truly, inner beauty, inner personality, that's all within, and nobody is better than anybody else. And Stephanie, I love that you said, I'm a nerd. And that's so cool because nerds are cool in my book, right?
And, I mean, if you call a nerd being someone who, I mean, the popular girls at my school, they are very, like, silly and very unintelligent to say. Like, they don't get, I hate to say this, but they don't get the best grades. They don't put, like, and they say, like, okay, so there's this girl, and she badmouths everything. I mean, it's to the point where it's like, the only things you hear about out of her mouth are, oh, this is disgusting, oh, I hate this, or, oh my God, me, my friend, and my friend went to the mall the other day, and that's the only things you hear out of her mouth. So, I mean, if that's popular, I don't want to be that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
About bullying, it's also sometimes when you say something and you don't realize that you hurt someone, because a lot of people, they don't want to show you that. They guard off their feelings even when they're hurt. And so you don't understand when you hurt someone, and then if you continue doing that because nobody tells you it was wrong, then you can unintentionally hurt people, and you don't mean to, but nobody tells you that it's wrong, you know?
Well, I'm here to tell you it's wrong, everybody, all right? Listen to my girls over here. It's wrong to bully people. It's wrong to put people down. And it's wrong to be mean. There's no point. There's enough love to go around for everybody, right? All you need is love. I love that. All you need is love. Yeah. So, but there's really too, I want to make a point to say, there's no shame in being popular. And there's no shame in being pretty, as long as we understand pretty is subjective. What's pretty? Like, who defines pretty? I mean, how do we know from watching TMZ and watching Extra and watching American Idol? I mean, what's pretty? How do you guys decide who's pretty? Who do you look up to that's pretty?
The media deems who's pretty. Like, whoever they tell us is pretty, that's who we think is pretty. Like, J-Lo, I guess she's the prettiest girl in the world now. What? Okay, J-Lo looks so pretty.
I saw that magazine.
J-Lo's so pretty now, I want to look like J-Lo. Like, I think if they could tell us anyone's the prettiest person, we probably all believe it just because.
Because of what People Magazine said? Okay, all right.
I agree. It's kind of like they manipulate what we believe is pretty. Like, if we say girls with those kind of apple bottom pants or something like that are pretty, well, no, the media comes out and says, no, those are not pretty. Yeah. Like, the new skinny jeans are pretty. That's what they kind of manipulate you as you're watching TV, or if you're looking through the magazine. It's sort of like they're advertising their company, but they're also like changing your mind in like a brainwashy kind of way.
The problem is we buy into it, don't we?
Magazines, like, they try to tell us that, like, skinny is the prettiest, but honestly, like, it's not, you know? Like, and then, like, what I try to do is I look at, like, stars like Scarlett Johansson, and I look at her, and I'm like, she's beautiful, and she's not a stick, you know? And I, like, during the day, like, you try to, like, people who maybe aren't like superficially pretty with like makeup done, like you try to find one good thing about them, like to make you know,
Look at the good in everybody.
yeah, try to look at the good in everybody, and then
That's right, because I know yous all know that we've all seen some people that are quote unquote beautiful, right? But then you start talking to them and you start hanging out with them and spending time with them and you want to throw up because they're not pretty inside, right? And on the flip side, how many times do you meet someone, especially guys, right? Guys like boys, oh my God, sometimes like boys are like, you know, I don't know, you know, like maybe they're not like the hottest thing. I mean, they're certainly not Edward, you know, or Adam Lambert or anybody like that, but you start, or Jacob, but you start talking, all right, and like you get to know the personality and you're like, wow, he's hot, he's sexy, you know what I'm saying? Right?
I think pretty and beautiful are very, very different things. Pretty is like, it's an opinion. It's definitely based off of looking at two things, you know, like comparisons. And then beautiful is like more inside. Like you can be such a beautiful person and then it makes your whole outside and inside pretty.
yeah, like I'd rather be called cute than hot any day.
Exactly.
Like any day, I don't like being
Cute is
called
personality.
hot. Yeah, like cute's personality and beautiful is personality and like inside. But being called hot is kind of offensive.
Yeah.
It's like oh, like my
You're not
looks.
looking at the inside.
Yeah,
You
it's
look at the
okay.
view.
Like,
Honestly, don't call us hot, call us beautiful. We want
Right?
to feel like
that's
you
Yeah.
know us and
I
you
don't
like us.
like
Not like you're a piece of meat, right? Although Ms. Vampy does love a good steak every now and then, I gotta say, a blood red steak, very rare.
We all, girls especially, we try so hard every day to be called beautiful and to make people and guys see us as beautiful, and we shouldn't have to try that hard, but we do, and like that's like what we really want. And I mean, it's so hard for girls because that's like really, we just want to be.
I totally have to jump on that because there's a guy in my math class in my 7th period that I just bought like a whole new wardrobe that I wore like this whole week just to impress him.
To impress a guy? Are you kidding me?
Pretty. Like I look forward to him calling me pretty every single day.
Oh my God, and then you know what? In another 2 weeks, you're not even gonna like him.
I know.
Hello?
Sometimes when you're trying to get someone to say you're beautiful or something, it might be hard or like, you know.
opposite.
Yeah, it's
There's one of my friends. She's one of those girls that dates every single guy,
Oh, yeah.
and she it's kind of like she not only uses them to get compliments, but it seems like she doesn't get compliments at home. So maybe that's why she's kind of, you know, like in that zone of I need this guy.
Because again, that goes back to a low self-esteem, I think, you know, is when you try and maybe you're not getting love at home or attention at home, so, you know, you go other places to try and get it. And again, that's all about your self-esteem. And nobody, you hear that, you guys? Nobody but you can fill that void. I'm telling you, I got a lot of years here and a lot of wisdom and a lot of life experience, all right? No one can fill that void but yous. Me.